Hi, Professor Lomax here. Real quick to recap what's going on with the foam insulation, the rigid insulation and the foam. If you remember down here, we put in the foam insulation and for the rigid insulation, the green part, and then we went ahead and sprayed on foam insulation to seal all the cracks. You want to make sure that you get the proper foam. You want to make sure you get the proper foam on here. This says door and window or light, a light foam on there, because what happens is if you get extreme foam, there's different grades of foam. Well, they'll come and they'll expand and they'll expand and expand. As a matter of fact, they'll expand so hard that they'll actually crack the window casings and wood out and so on and so forth. So you got to make sure you got low flow foam on there. And you can see all over the place, we went ahead, foamed the whole 9 yards, all the way up and around, sealed up all the cracks, down over there, sealed it up under there, all the openings. Now what this does is stops the air infiltration into the house. It gives you R factor, and it's also good to stop for bugs and termites, those type of animals. Come over here, you can see that the old house had some cracks in it. But we go ahead and we fill up all the little cracks with the foam, and we'll scrape it down a little bit, and we filled everything up. That really does, once you tighten up the house, if you tighten up the house really good with the foam or with insulation, stuff like that, you'll notice a huge difference from going from one wall to another where you can feel it cold and hot if you don't foam it. So you will notice a difference. Again, this does reduce your energy bill, that's for sure, for green construction or energy efficiency, but it'll be pretty minimal. Now, I'm doing a lot of extra work on my own for this foaming that I would never pay anybody to do, because I would never recoup the cost of paying someone to do all this extra foaming throughout the life cycle of the house. So I'll do it on my own. Took a little extra time, but it's worth it for me because, you know, this is a place I'll live here for the rest of my life. Come back over here. I'm still wearing the same shirt that I had on, and you can see that I got some foam on it, and you can see I have foam on my hands right here. So you always want to wear gloves. The reason why I didn't wear gloves is because the gloves that I put on were too tight. They didn't fit me, so I did it open air. And once you get this foam on your clothes, it destroys the clothes. So it is ruined, you can't get it off. And if you get it on your hands, it's so hard to get it off your skin. It's very difficult. So one thing we can use, and my wife was kind enough to send it to me, was she gave me some fingernail polish remover. And you can use this to kind of wipe off your skin a little bit. I say check before you use something like this with a doctor. Don't just go ahead and jump in and do this. Some people use sulfur cleaner and things like that, but always ask a doctor before you go to use anything to clean off this type of foam. Now this foam will stay on my hands for quite a while, but we got the big massive parts off of it, and it'll literally have to grow off and peel off throughout a week or so. So that's the tip of the day from Professor Lomax.